Hi everyone, hope you are doing well from wherever you're watching this channel, depending on your time zone. Now, the African Union Commission on Human Rights has been watching very careful as the protest has been unfolding in this country, and they are finally calling on the release of arrested protesters. So the government has been put to a question to release everyone who was arrested because they were protesting. They are also urging government to explore alternative tax option. The reason, actually, the Finance Bill 2024 is contravening the principle of social justice according to the African Union. And therefore, the bill is affecting Kenyans, depriving them of the access to basic human rights. When we cannot be able to access basic human rights, then actually you are contravening the Article 11 of the African Union Charter, which Kenya has signed to and is part of. So the Commission is calling on the government to uphold the right to peaceful demonstration as enshrined in the Article 11 of the African Union Charter. And I want to quote, this is a letter they sent. The Commission has noted the protest that have erupted in response to the tax policy reflecting the distress and the economic hardship faced by many Kenyans. As part of intervention to mitigate the escalating stalemate between Kenyans and the government, the African Union called on both parties to engage in constructive and inclusive dialogue. Watu wakae chini waongee. The union also called on the government to explore alternative measures to alternative financial burden on ordinary Kenyans. Such measures could include targeted subsidies for essential goods, tax relief for low-income earners, and the implementation of robust social protection program. You see, things are talking about subsidy on essential goods. Uhuru Kenyatta was the president. He knew when you subsidize fuel, you have subsidized almost everything. Ruto cannot subsidize that. Tax relief on low income. Wasema ya kwamba this year mtatoa ushuru watu wa low income watolee ama wapunguze. They have to do that. Hawataki kufanya. Then implementation of robust social protection program. Wako nazo ngapi? This is a warning from the African Union on human rights. And on all this, the question we are asking, because they did not just wake up and start writing this one to Kenya. They saw a problem in the finance bill and the people who are on the street. They could see the reason why people are on the street. That reason is genuine. It needs to be given an ear. But this government refused. We are continuing this particular discussion, but just a quick request for those who are watching and you are not yet subscribed, please consider subscribing. To our returning subscribers, thank you so much. And again, to all our viewers, please give this video a thumbs up. Thank you so much, and back to this discussion. Now, look at the issue of arresting those who are protesting, first of all. The youth who are protesting, they were only carrying two things. Number one, placard with a message to the government. Number two, they were carrying their iPhone. Two things. Placard with a message and iPhone, and they were walking protesting. Hiyo ilifikia wapi ndio mtu akapeana order ya arrest? There was no violence. There was no blocking of the road using stones and all those things like what normally happen. This was different protest. It was peaceful. There was no stealing. There was no destruction of properties. Sijaona lami yenye imechomwa mahali, sijaona duka ambaye ilivunjwa, sijaona mahali penye mtu ameiba. Hakuna. Ukiangalia vizuri, up to now nothing has reported of such. How comes the police come in and decide to arrest people? So African Union is looking on all this. They don't find any fault. People were just protesting peacefully. Therefore, police officers were expected to provide security to those who were protesting. Provide security. Instead, the opposite happened. We saw tear gas. We saw people being arrested. We saw people being intimidated, chased away, dispersed. But no genuine reason behind that. Hawakupiga mtu, hawakumuta chochote, mbona wanaresta watu? So, which law were they using to arrest people? Hakuna. Ndio maana Africa Union inasema kwamba release these people from the police cell, waachiliwe. Therefore, after this, look for other measures to collect revenue. Don't force this on throat of Kenyans. This is Human Rights Commission on Human Rights. Now, Kenya is a signatory to the Charter of African Union. And what do they say? Article 11 of the African Union Charter. That there is right to demonstrate. The Commission called on government to uphold the right to peaceful demonstration as enshrined in that article. So, it is our right to protest, and because Kenya is a signatory to that, that's why they are calling on those in authority. They are contravening what they have signed to. And even, it is also in our constitution, the constitution of Kenya, it recognizes the right to protest, peaceful protest. And let me tell you, the protest that we have had, or as far as the issue of finance bill is concerned, is the most peaceful protest ever. Lakini serikali na tabia yao, wamezoea washike watu, nasema sasa kila mtu atoe 10,000, you bail them. The people who are protesting, first of all, they are jobless. Wengine ni wanafunzi. Zitoke wapi? And why are they protesting? Cost of living. They can't breathe. The economy is unfriendly to them. But then you want to charge them 10,000 each. That's why the African Union is now putting Ruto on radar. So imagine when you walk outside there as the president with a lot of confidence that you are coming from a country that is well organized, your leadership is so organized, then the same commission inaanza kuandikia hivi. Now, which image are you now bringing? The first image they knew about you, and now this character that comes out. A president who does not care about the human rights, William Ruto in Kaunda suit. He doesn't care. So, that is now the image getting outside when it reaches a level where now the commission is the one writing to warn you. So Ruto has failed as the president, and now the commission is finding a reason to reprimand him. Wanamuuliza swali, kwa mbona polisi wana arrest watu Kenya? Hawa watu ni wezi? Hapana. Walivunja mali ya mtu? Hapana. Waliharibu barabara? Hamna. Basi mbona wewe unawashika? Kwa sababu wamekwambia wape chakula, upunguza gharama ya maisha. It's like when you ask for your father for a bread and he returns with a stone. Or you ask for food, the only thing you get now, you will be caned. Uko njaa unauliza chakula, unapigwa. So, we are asking William Ruto to live within our means. What we can afford is what he should work with, not what he wants. If it is all about what he wants, let him produce his own money and use it to implement the program that he has. Kama sio hivyo, let him go with what we can afford. That is what the commission is telling him. Kama unatunyang'anya ile yote tuko nayo, we can't afford basic. Kwa mfano sasa hizi hata unajua education is a basic. Sasa hizi wanatoa budget kwa education na tumeshare that video. Wanatoa. Why? Because people are protesting. Health is basic. So we can't afford wanatoa budget. Where we heading to? This administration is the worst, and AU has delivered their warning to William Ruto. Sasa hii ni maaibu, akitembea huko nje anajulikana huyu mtu. I don't know your views, but let us meet in the comment section to continue with this discussion. Thank you so much and see you in our next video.